here and cook and work is really great to be out in nature and out where you can see where your food comes from.
There's so much stuff you can do out here. It's so much fun.
We have 87 acres in our farm. About 25 acres are under cultivation, and we have about 22 greenhouses.
We're thinking about every day. You're out here, you're in this great wood, we're backed up against all of this landscape, and you think about where the food came from and what its ultimate purpose is.
The nice thing about our farm, it's not clear-cut, flat land. I think there's some really nice natural beauty of East Texas.
I'm surrounded by the wilderness and I enjoy it very much.
You come out here, it's very laid back, it's very back to nature, and it's not the drain that it is when you're working in a concrete building.
I was living in New York City. I was an oil trader, had an opportunity to move down to Houston. Then there was the Enron situation that occurred. It just became a challenge to find work. So my wife at that time said, you know, why don't you just farm? When I drive a tractor, I don't listen to headphones or anything. It's about meditation. Folks to be able to see a working farm. Your food doesn't really come from the grocery store. It comes from the land. It's kind of like old-fashioned fun. It's not nothing high-tech here. The schoolhouse was reportedly built in 1912. That was the same year the Titanic sailed and sank. And it was built probably about 15 miles from here in a community called Pleasant Grove. What I understand was the schoolhouse was one room. We ended up acquiring it and moved it over here. We paid $1 for it, but I assure you we put more than $1 in it.
I think that parents are going to see a little different side of their kids. And I think they're going to come out here and it's going to be a lot lower stress than going to the amusement park or going to the mall. It's going to be a really relaxing time for everybody out here.
We've got some old antique tractors that kids can look at.
We have zip line.
It's not like some of the other ones that I've gone on that are really super fast that you end up like scaring the heck out of you.
The hay rides will take them through the farm, and we have the maze on the other side of the farm. We have a great maze. A chance for kids to kind of use their own instincts instead of and figure that out instead of the video game. We have a terrific playground.
We've got this tree slide that I went down it myself, and thumbs up on that one, you know. This time of year, we'll probably have some bonfires going on. There's not going to be any TVs, you know. Yes, everybody's going to have their cell phone going probably still, but maybe they should turn them off and escape, you know, the madness for a few hours.
Our reception out here is terrible. And that's a good thing because you can't really be on your phone or your pad out here because it's, you know, iffy.
There's so many things that a cow can do that other animals just can't do that makes them special.
We'll have opportunities to watch them being bottle fed. Get up close and personal, I think, is going to be a really new experience for a lot of kids.
We've got our share of deer and wild hogs. The sunflowers would be really pretty. They're in full bloom right now. We have about 9 acres of natural wetlands. For the first time in about a month or so, I saw about 12 wood ducks. They roost here in the winter, and every once in a while you'll come across the levee and you'll see the whole family walking across, and it'll be like waddle, 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 you know. I have to work 7 days a week, you know, 12, 15 hours a day type of thing. But I feel very privileged to be a farmer. I put in my will when I'm cremated, I want to be, you know, my ashes spread here. And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, especially in the fall, we get those big, sometimes harvest moons that come up, and they're low in the horizon, but they're giant.
It's a good spot to be.
You just kind of smell the roses, you know.